So now we can see that the numbers are looking good. We've had a few losses ourselves, but nothing too bad, really. Yeah, and it does look painful. We need to carry this on. We're going to have to keep doing this as hard as we possibly can. I'm hoping that we can get some pretty decent numbers, but we do need to essentially hit the Soviet airfields each turn. Really, really focus on hitting those. Well, I'll show you where the casualties are actually in a second. That's a good point there. So, if I go over here to info screen, so and you go up and press on the losses screen. If you go ahead and take out ground losses, you can see that the Soviets have had about 71 men lost on the ground here, 2 guns lost so far. So yes, 71 killed. If you go to the air losses, you can see this is what's been lost. You can also see models as well, which is really quite nice. Yes, very much looking forward to one of these two. I'm not entirely sure when it's out, unfortunately, but it will be coming out at some point in the future, I'd imagine. Will you continue this campaign yourself? Yes, that is going to be the idea there, Purge. We're going to carry on with this campaign. I thought it'd be like a really good opportunity to start one, and I think, you know, it's a nice time. Celebrate Slytherin's 20th birthday. Good time to start one. Yes, we're going to go for more. We are going to get more than this. So you can see that we have 1,762 over here. You can see what the models are, obviously the direct models there. So you can see that we did have 5 level bombers shot down, 1 tactical bomber shot down, 2 fighters. So a total of 8 losses so far, but these guys are all operational losses actually. Right, there we go. He knows something about it. I can neither confirm nor deny. Okay. Yeah, exactly. See, I'm used to one Pacific where you do have quite a lot of operational losses. Okay. So we are going to see as large... Actually, no, we're still seeing some pretty large numbers there. We have destroyed quite a lot of airfield reserves, essentially, but we need to keep it up. Hey, doing there, BLeAcHACiD? Good to have you, my friend. That's pretty awesome. It's a good time, actually. Slytherin has really put a great deal of effort in. So, see, I do have some one of the E's keys to give away. What I will be doing is attaching a key to each episode when I do upload it on my own channel. So then people will be able to comment. What I'm going to do is essentially have a system where people choose a 3-digit number, and then I'll give away a code for the game each episode, which I think is the easiest way to do it, and also the most fair. It gives people like a good chance to actually get hold of the game there, really. Because I'm pretty useless when it comes to anything technical, as most people know, so I don't want to pick it up. As you can see, there's still a lot of aircraft that we can hit here, so we're going to continue to do that. Well, that's it, isn't it, really? So you can see that we are running into issues now. Obviously, our squadrons are tired. They can only keep on flying so many times. But it looks like we have reached the... Oh no, we still have some juice left in the tank there. That's good to see. And of course, I'm running this using the AI. You could probably do this manually and decide what aircraft went where. But we'll keep on going until we literally cannot do anymore. Make sure we get every aircraft possible. The good news as well is, if we actually displace these airfields, I believe any damaged airframes can be lost as well. There we go, Junkers 88s. Gotta get them in there. Okay, looks like it was holding out on us, but it looks like we have reached the end of the tank there. But we'll try it a couple more times, just make sure we can get as many. Yep, look, another 15 fighters there. Well worthwhile. Okay. Yeah, there we go, another 17. I don't know what a PZL is. It looks Romanian. Ah, there we go, another 6 over here. Ah, that's what we want there. Ooh, we did have a few losses there, actually. Okay, so that might be a sign of... Oh, wow, okay, no, well. Well, that's still worthwhile. 71 fighters lost there. Oh, yeah. There we go, I'm glad that we didn't stop. We're still finding quite a lot of actual aircraft on the ground here. Another 14 over here. Oh, well worthwhile. There we go. Another 3. Yeah, we did find a mother load there. And this is the thing, all of those aircraft will help to support the Soviets as well in the field, so trying to remove as many of them as possible is great things. Oh, look at that, 42 utility aircraft lost there as well, which is quite nice. So that looks like it was reconnaissance as well, so that's good. Yep, number 22 over here. This is it, this is what we want. We'll keep up the damage as much as we can. Number 39, number 40 there, very good. Yeah, could also be transports, absolutely. Yeah. There we go. So we'll go ahead and take a look at the losses now. We might try a couple more times and really try to get every single aircraft that we can. Yeah, look at that. Nearly 3,000 aircraft have been knocked out for the number of 26 on our side. 18 of those were operational losses. 8 of those were combat losses actually being shot down. We can see here we do have SB2s. SU2s, we have SB2s reconnaissance, so there's 66 of those bad boys. But actually, being able to hit those guys is good too. Reducing their reconnaissance ability is good. Reconnoitering ability is good there. But that's looking pretty damn good so far then. 2,780. We're going to continue here, try and hit as absolutely many as possible. Sort of 12 over here. I mean, this is it. We are seeing losses on our own side, but yeah, number 55, another 1 here, so 56 there. It's well worth it, really. One of the East 2 will actually have, I believe it will have essentially the same system of air power that one of the West does, but it'll be more, well, it'll be improved as far as I'm aware. So that'll be really fun, actually. Looking forward to that. Oh, look at that, then. 104 aircraft, 52 fighters, 52 bombers. Yeah, well worth it. I imagine our airframes have started to suffer a little bit now, but it's still worthwhile. Oh, look at that. 32, another 23 there. No losses. Oh, yeah, absolutely worthwhile doing. Yeah, look at those numbers. Yep, and a lot of these airfields will be displaced as well shortly, which is going to be good. And the good thing about displacing airfields is you can obviously destroy the aircraft that are damaged on the ground. Oh, look at those numbers. But you can also gain fuel as well from capturing the airfield stocks, which is really worthwhile. We're finding quite a lot still. What I'm going to do here then is actually put this down to 0, and then we'll just keep doing it until we just literally have no ability left. There we go. And looks like that might be about it there. Oh, no, a little bit more. Okay. Definitely a terrible day. So we're up to 3,497 losses here. We have 32 of our own. As you can see that we are increasing the amount of operational losses. We are seeing more losses in air-to-air. But I mean, 32 to 3,497 is a pretty phenomenal difference there. So you can see that we have lost a couple BF-109s, but those are small numbers, aren't they? Small numbers compared to this. It's looking pretty damn good. Yeah, I'm liking it so far. Try it again, just make sure. There we go. It looks like you can make the... It looks like the AI can be reluctant sometimes, but you can sort of force it to go out there and launch some missions. Okay, so I think that's about the extent we're going to get. So that's 3,528 there. Yeah, 101 losses, I'll take that any day. Yep, that's looking pretty good there. So, I'd say it's a terrible day to be a Soviet pilot, but I'd be surprised if most of the Soviet pilots even got a chance onto the planes. Well, this is it, isn't it, really? And we can take a look at how many were destroyed. So you can see that 91 of them were shot down. 40 were lost in operational losses, but we do see here that 3,397 aircraft were destroyed on the ground. So in the airfields, in their hangars, sorry, on the airfields in their hangars. Looking pretty good there. This is looking nice. So we did shoot down 665 fighters, 1,882 fighter bombers. We have 455 tactical bombers, 431 level bombers, and 95 strategic reconnaissance craft. Those are great to take out. I don't think we shot down any transports, actually. But I don't know if it would actually show up as transports, perhaps. IL-2s, yeah. Those are good to shoot down there. PE-2s are good to shoot down. Not shoot down, sorry, destroy. Let's make sure. Just on the off chance there is a little bit more, I'd love to catch them. But it doesn't look like there is. So 3,528 is our final tally there. That's looking pretty awesome. But what we're going to do then is do that each and every turn. If I go over here as well to the order of battle, this shows you the actual units over here, the actual numbers. So you can see that the Soviet Union, so you can see here 7,874 aircraft. It's showing you there 6,439 actual, so that is like the amount of ready units. So we can see then, if we take that number then of actually ready, and this is it, we have destroyed a lot of aircraft, but we could have actually damaged far more as well, so there might yet be further losses that we're not quite seeing. Well, not losses per se, but obviously problems. So we'll take that number then of 7,874. Take away there 3,528. So they only have 4,346 aircraft at this moment in time. But if we take away the from the active, so 6,439 minus the what was it, 3,558? Was it 3,528? I wish it was 58. 3,528. So that leaves them with a grand total of 2,911 active aircraft. So if we take a look over here then at our own numbers, so you can see that we only have 3,132 aircraft, we have 2,187 ready, so that really does actually help to even this out. Really hitting the, just hitting as many of these Soviet aircraft as possible really is very important to actually try and even things out. Yeah, so it brings us almost to parity. Well, no, to be honest, we might have some semblance of parity then with the Axis Allied Air Forces as well. We do have Romanian, Hungarian, the Italians, but not so much the Italians, Finnish, Slovakian. I don't know if the Finns are actually available as of this moment. But there we go, so that's looking pretty excellent. So we do have a lot of airfields that have received a severe amount of pounding. And they do be hounding about that. Okay. So I'm pretty happy about that. Alright, there we go. So what we can do now then is we can take a look at actually capturing Brest-Litovsk. I think Brest-Litovsk is going to be the first port of call there, really. That's the one we want to take first and foremost. Let's go ahead and actually take a look at our airfields, actually get a sense of how our forces did there. How they're actually faring right now. So, let's see. Bombers over here then. Oh, transports in here, actually, these are utility. So we have 79 bombers over here, so Junkers 88 A's. Right, okay. So, 28 are ready, 8 are damaged. We can have a max of 14 of a unit. So fatigue is up to 25, experience is 84. Morale is 90% at this moment in time. Right, okay. It does make me wish that there was a Pacific, well, sorry, a Western Europe version of War in the Pacific. Because I'd love to try and produce these sort of things, because it's not a bad bomber, 289 miles per hour, it's not bad, 226. It does remind me of a few Japanese aircraft, actually. Not bad, really. Not bad. Not a tremendous bomb load, but two 1,000 kilogram bombs, not bad. It's not bad at all, really. But it was equipped like that. I think, didn't they normally use smaller bombs? But I could definitely be wrong. Right, okay. Let's make doubly sure that there's no airfields left to attack. Yes, there we go. Yes, not bad, it's got decent speed. Yeah, 3,528 there. I do like One of the West. I'm looking forward to playing One of the East too, because One of the West is fantastic, but the issue is... Well, this is it, isn't it? It's like, this is early war, this is Operation Barbarossa. You've got something where the Germans are actually capable of doing things. One of the West definitely portrays the reality of the situation when the Germans really didn't have that capacity anymore. Set in very local situations. Okay. So let's take a look then. So we do have the 4th Panzer Division, we have the 45th, 34th and 31st Infantry Divisions over here. What we might want to actually do then is push back the NKVD regiment over here. So, yes, regiment over here. We do have a fortified region, which I think is a battalion. No, not a battalion. Is it battalion? No, a brigade. It's a brigade. There we go. Brigade division. There we go. Okay. Let me go ahead and find where those actual guns are. And let's see what we have here. So there's nothing assigned to this one here. This unit doesn't have anything assigned. Right, so there's nothing assigned here. Oh, so I was going to say, this one's going to actually... I was going to say that infantry division's got a lot of armor. Right, this bloody panzer division. I'm thinking, hang on a second. That's just got a lot bigger. Right, okay. So we don't have any assets actually issued right now. Something that we could do as well is actually turn off all support for the actual cores across the board and actually allocate support units ourselves, which is not a bad way of doing it. So we do have the Panzerjägers, we do have the gun battalions over here then, which is not too bad. Rocket launcher battalion, righto. I think it was in the 4th Corps. I do like these heavy rocket launchers, though. The heavy Nebelwerfers are pretty sweet. And to be honest, what I'd like to do then, because we do have 12th Corps, 12th Corps, 12th Corps, what I'd like to do is actually get infantry units from other corps actually attacking the Brest-Litovsk as well. The reason being, if you're within, what is it, 3 hexes, it might be... I think 5 hexes is the command range. Yes, it's 5 hexes, I believe. But I think you need to be within 3 hexes to actually benefit from the core support there. You can have it actually attached to the actual division, but the issue is if it's attached to the division, it's only helping that division. It doesn't help the actual core at large. So it's a bit of a mix-up, really, between like having things in core or having them actually in division. Okay, 2nd Panzer Group. Where are those bloody guns? That's 12. We'll go back to production then and figure out where they are. German. I feel like I've not done very much. We've had quite a while and I've not got that much done. But I promise you we will be starting now. Rightio. I might want to save it just beforehand, actually. So 4th Army, 4th Corps. Okay. I'm going to go ahead here and save it. Just a warning, it may crash. I'm hoping, against hope, it does not do so. But this is why I'm going to make these saves here and there, just to make sure that we don't lose any progress. Hopefully so. Okay. Good. Okay, that's fine. Excellent. Alright. So 4th Army and 4th Corps. Corps, right. Okay. 4th Army then is here. No wonder I couldn't find it. Okay. So we have a Siege Mortar Battalion over here then, with the Car 600mm mortars, which is good. I'm going to try and get as much super heavy artillery into the area as possible. Brest-Litovsk is going to be pretty nasty. If I take a look at fortification levels, you can see it's level 3 fortifications. It's on the other side of a river. And, yeah, obviously it is classed as a city here, so it does benefit from that. We can manage it by actually surrounding it and attacking it from multiple hexes as well. That is going to be the best way to do it. Swamp isn't exactly nice there. It's in a good position. It's a very good position there. Right. Not you. The bloody hell is that core? Okay. Do let me know if the actual background... let me increase that volume a little bit. There we go, that's a little bit louder. I do like the little ambient battlefield sounds there. I like it between the music as well, just adds another layer there. Yeah, Brest held out for 8 days indeed. Okay. I think the actual Fortress of Brest-Litovsk, was it 3 days? Could be wrong there. Okay. Where is this call? Ah, there we go. No wonder I couldn't find it. Okay, so I'm going to have you reassigned there. Right, so I need to have it reassigned to the 12th Corps of the 2nd Panzer Group. Okay. I'm not seeing it right now. Range man. I wish I had something that told me how many hexes away that is. Maybe there is, and I'm just not aware of what it actually tells you. Right, anyway. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, okay. It should be within range. I don't know why it can't be transferred here. That is odd. Oh, right, that's why. Support level is locked here. Okay, that makes sense. So, support level 0. So that's been unlocked. Okay. Now, I should, in theory... We do have the Flampanzers over here as well, actually. They could actually be quite useful in that situation there. Right. I didn't have that. Yeah. I like that. I'm not seeing it here. Maybe I have to increase the support level, because they do have a lot actually in that unit. I do want to try and get as much as I can into that area. Right. Just go pretty insane then. 9 is the max here then, it seems. Right. I might not be able to directly move it there. I might have to go somewhere else, we'll see. Okay, there's probably a way to do it, but I'm not finding it right now. Oh, shame. Let's see about the Flampanzers. No, I'm not seeing it. Okay, so they'll have to remain here for the time being. I could have them reassigned, but we'll work with what we've got there in the north. So, what I'm going to do here then, not this Panzer Division, Panzer Corps. So, we do have you, led by Wolf Schriff. Can't pronounce that. 555, 35. I don't want to spend all my spend all my political points trying to get a better infantry commander. Oh, that's pretty cool. Do go ahead and check out that Humble Bundle then if you're interested in the Battlestar Galactica game. Okay, sign. So I do have you in 4th Army. We'll try and get the ones from 4th Army then if we can. We might be able to do that. Right. Okay. So I can't assign directly to the division, unfortunately. But I can assign to the actual core, which is a 12 core over here. Let's double check and make sure it is the right core. That will definitely help out then. So we do have 12 core. Good. Getting you there to the core. Right, okay, so we've spent a administration point there to transfer them to the 12th core. Looking excellent. So we take there, take a look. Yep, we do have the 12th core now in possession of the siege mortar battery. Unfortunately, I can't get all of them there. There's probably a way to do it, really. But let's take a look. I could actually go around and look for all the super heavy artillery pieces in this area to actually give it... we are playing on normal. There's no actual bonus for the Soviets, so we could probably manage it in fairness. But I do want to be... I want to be thorough. I want to be very, very thorough. So we do take it on the first attempt there. That would be ideal. Okay. So we do have the Mark... so the M18 howitzers. We do have the K-39s over here. It might be potentially a wise move to give it to the actual divisions themselves. How you doing there, Van Bishop? Good to have you, my friend. Yeah, you can see that we do have Flampanzer support there. Panzerjäger, we do have Pioneer. Machine Gun Battalion. So we can only give the actual howitzers and batteries then, to the core. So we'll give you the M18s, we'll give you the K-39s. Okay, so I do have the actual self-propelled flak over there, but that's not going to matter too much. So we have invested the 12th Corps there with additional battalions and a battery over here. So we do have 8 additional 150mm guns. We do have 12 additional 210mm guns. Now, I'm pretty damn sure that we do have some super heavy artillery lingering around here somewhere. And I'm going to figure out where that is. Come hell, yeah, come hell, essentially. Mountain Pioneer Battalion. That sounds super, super kooky, and I like that. I'm going to have to get down to a unit somewhere. There is going to be some super artillery around here somewhere. Yeah, we've got 210mm over here. Let's see. I'm going to scour the area for the super heavy. Can army level attachment support for 9 divisions? Ooh, I think they can. I think they can. But traditionally you don't have an army usually within that sort of range there. Right, so we do have one 355. Which is in the north. That's a pretty cool looking gun there. We do have 3 5mm guns over here as well. It's things like this that you do want to take into consideration. Right. These are more likely to be available. Let's see. That's the same core. Okay. That's a pretty blessed unit there. Check once again. Right, you're off. Okay, so we do have super heavy guns over there then. Okay, 240mm siege guns. Over here as well. Okay. That's a cool looking gun. I mean, you could have these guns moved around, but it's probably not worth actually spending the administration points for it. We'll have to manage it really. Okay, maybe heavy guns we'll take a look for then. So we do have 240 guns. Not many of them. 16th Army, 3rd Panzer Corps. So that's 3rd Panzer Corps over here. I think we could potentially try to have them reassigned. 150s, 210s, 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 240s. Okay. So I'm seeing 12 core over here, so I'm going to have them move to 12 core. In fairness, do I really need those guns in a Panzer Corps? Probably yes, they are pretty damn handy. But I think I'm going to get them moved to the 12th core if I can. How do you guys feel about this then? Do we go ahead and move these guns to the 12th core? We can probably take Brest-Litovsk, but I think it's probably worthwhile having as much of a chance as we can possibly get, really. Maybe I'm spending too many points, because to be honest, we do have other things that we do need to spend our points on. So maybe we'll leave it there. Maybe we'll leave it there. I can assign like pioneers and etc. So that'll be something to work with. How you doing there, Donkvale? Hello all. This is Garrett Grisby's one of the Pacific. One of the East. I'm using a modded map though, however. I'm using 2 modded maps in fact. But yes, this is Garrett Grisby's One of the East. You can see over here, One of the East. It is available on Steam and on the Matrix store. Do go ahead and check it out. I will be giving away keys, but I will be doing that on my own channel, as I'm pretty technically awful. Might try and give away a key before the end, but I don't know how I'd do it actually. Okay. Right, so we do have these divisions over here that can't move. None of these divisions can move, so that's fine. We can leave them be for the time being. I do have a couple divisions over here and a core in fact that can be moved. Okay. Let's take a look then. Let me go ahead and actually check out the 4th Army. We can raid the 4th Army then for anything particularly useful. We do have pioneers. You know, I would like those pioneers. Pioneers are very, very handy. But I might actually give them to the panzers. But for the time being, I'll give another... Scheiße, that was the wrong one. Damn it. Oh, that was the wrong one. Well, never mind that one. That was a point well spent. Okay, we'll leave it for the time being on that one. What I'm going to do here then is take a look at the actual headquarters. I'm going to take a look at army groups. So you can see that we do have Army Group North, which actually has, yeah, these are the command points. Yeah, command capacity, sorry. Difference between command points and command capacity. So, Army Group North has 33 command points spare, essentially. It can command that much more. We do have Army Group Center, which is actually penalized by -24 there. Points and difference. We have Army Group South, is suffering quite a lot. We do have Army Group Antonesco, which is actually looking pretty good. Indeed. So what we might want to do then is let's take a look. We do have the 11th Army over here. How much would that be to change its command? Oh, I can't do it right now. That's unfortunate. Hey, did they miss Mabachi? I like that name. The map mod that I'm using here at this moment in time in the lower zoom level, I cannot remember what it's called, unfortunately. I'm going to have to try and figure out what it was. It's been a while since I last played Mod of the East. I think it's been about 4 months or so, and I can't remember what bloody map mod it was. I am using a... oh, it's Chem Kids Rainy Day map mod, actually. If you Google Chem Kids Rainy Day One of the East map mod, you'll find that. It's a nice mod. Yeah, try one of the 11th Army, get some frozen indeed. Yeah, that would be a good idea. We might have to deal with that for the time being, then. We could probably have things actually worked out in the north, perhaps. Might be the way to go. But it might be a case of what... we might have that reorganization as we get back towards the forces actually being closer together, the armies being closer together. Possibly. I think we'll save our administration points for the time being then. And we'll go for this then. So, I'm going to go ahead and make another save then. Just to make sure everything goes fine. And then we can actually start our first actual battle. I mean, it's only been about... Jesus Christ, it's been... Has it been... Oh my god, so much time has gone by. It's been nearly an hour and a half, wow.